Ladies, I'm here on the show, and I have so many things to talk about with this Warriors game tonight. We're going to talk about Draymond Green and his terrible turnovers, per usual. And how the Grizzlies, the first three quarters, they're scoring 30 points every quarter. In the fourth quarter, 15 points. They take out Ty Jerome, who had 19 and 7. And then they had scored once in the final 4 minutes. Second time the Warriors make a comeback in, what, a week without Draymond in the fourth quarter? We're going to have to talk about Draymond Green and how the Warriors are better without him. I have been saying this for weeks. It was a team effort. Pods had good energy down the stretch, was trying to make some shit happen. Gotta give him credit, but Gee and Al Horford, man. Great games from Gee and Al Horford. Sure, Gee had some turnovers, but he was battling hard. 16 and 8 in 30 minutes, made 7 of his 10 shots. Al Horford, 16 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, was a plus 24. What a game from Horford. 7 of 12. He battled. Him and Gee were just battling. Pods also had 16. Give Pods some credit. He had 16 off the bench. Who else? Moody had 15 and got to the line 9 times. Pat Spencer, 17 and 7. He's a good backup guard, man, when Curry's not playing. Horford's been really good for weeks now. Pods and Moody and Santos gave really good efforts offensively. Anthony Melton wasn't great tonight. Kind of disappointing, but he had a bucket late to cut it to 3. But that Gee and Al Horford, man, they need to play those two. Like, I'm tired of Draymond Green in the starting lineup at this point. Put Gee Santos at power forward, have Al Horford at center. Like, you gotta see Draymond. Draymond just needs to stop. That's twice this week. And the last week, that that's twice what Kerr has realized, if I leave Draymond out, maybe we can spark the comeback. I'm not trying to pile on him. It's just hard watching him give the ball away than blame others. He gets subbed out with 8 minutes left. Oh, the Warriors down 13. They finished the game on a 19-5 run. It's the second time this week. It's not a coincidence anymore. And I've been saying this even before the Warriors had comeback victories. They're better without Draymond at this point. That's why I wanted him traded at the deadline. And I was hoping they'd pull his comeback off. But the second time in a week, they set Draymond going a fourth quarter run, and I'm thinking as soon as they won, oh, Draymond. But yeah, an elite tank job from the Grizzlies. I see what you did there, Cam Spencer, dropping that ball on purpose. I see what you did there. But yeah, shout out Big Al. We got a 40-year-old fighting for his life in the paint because we're ass. And they're double teaming him every single time he's down there. But pay Gee at this point. Pay Gee Santos, man. Can we just release Draymond Green and have Gee Santos be the starter, man? He's way better, dude. He's way better. He can drive to the basket now. You didn't see that from Gee Santos, but now you're seeing it more of him driving to the basket. Yeah, and Draymond, he had 14 points. Oh, he had 14 points or whatever. Yeah, he had 7 turnovers, and he hit 4 threes. Yeah, he was a negative 17 in this game. And Gee was a plus 11. Gee Santos, his minutes are way better than Draymond's minutes. Like, every single time Draymond's out there, I get so frustrated with his turnovers, dude. It's like he's anticipating instead of looking at what's actually happening. Hey, at this point, I don't care if the Grizzlies are tanking. I'll take a win. 17-point comeback. You know, they've had 17 blown 10-plus point leads this year. Half of those losses, they've had some sort of control. Hell, even the players they've traded Desmond Bain and Jaren Jackson, they still trade for more players that are better than some of the Warriors players. They look so overmatched throughout most of this game until they started to tank. Warriors got less talent than the Grizzlies, and they trade all their damn players. So Joe Lape's got fucking overly attached to some of the worst players in the NBA for years. And I hate Steve Kerr as well running stupid, garbage lineups until fourth quarter he finally fucking realized take them out. And shocker, they come back and that was also because the Grizzlies were tanking. And he don't play Quentin Post until the fourth quarter. He set the first 3 quarters and he finally plays, and he had 2 assists in the fourth quarter. It's just, I hate when he does this shit. That third quarter, it was just brutal. They had like 7 turnovers in the first half. They had 8 or 9 in the third quarter. And then Draymond throws 2 or 3 more in the fourth quarter. Turnover. I'm like, all these guys are ass. I'm like, just sit, Draymond. These turnovers are just idiotic. He single-handedly ruins any type of momentum. He thinks he's Magic Johnson, anticipating every pass for it's there. For the love of God, man. But it's not going to stop. He does it shit every game, so no matter how much I say stop throwing these passes, he's gonna do them regardless. And the best thing that can happen to the Warriors, the league does this expansion, so we can keep only 8 players. Save this front office and coach from this dog shit, dude. Worst roster construction ever. The players don't even compliment each other because all they do is because they all do the same shit and all have the same weaknesses. Completely idiotic. And Mountain, a terrible Mountain game, really bad, too out of control, loose with the rock. So there's the negatives. Draymond Green, Mountain had a terrible game for the second game in a row. And he benched Quentin Post, and Steve Kerr for benching Quentin Post for 3 quarters. I hate when he does this sometimes. He benches a player for the first 3 quarters, and fourth quarter, hey, subbing the game. And through 3 quarters, the Warriors are like 8 of 27 from 3, and they have 15 turnovers. I mean, they end up with, they turned over still 8 times in the fourth quarter. They just got lucky the Grizzlies tanked. And Draymond threw a fucking full court pass in the third quarter. At that point, I was over it. Threw a full court pass to nobody. And they were getting spanked by the tanking Grizzlies until the Grizzlies decided to pull Ty Jerome out of the game. Because he was actually dominating the Warriors. And Cam Spencer wasn't doing anything. Javon Small, he did have a clutch 3 and a steal near the end, but that's not really justifiable having him in over Ty Jerome. I thought Kyle Anderson, he did have 5 turnovers, but I thought he was playing pretty good. It was just and Will Richard 5 fouls and like 11 minutes just awful. But that first half, and that third quarter, that's an unwatchable product for when Steph's done. Hundreds of empty seats. The Warriors fans finally got on their feet once they finally made a run. It's just, sometimes it's really rough to watch, but at least they made another great comeback. I'm just being kind of, I guess, if you want to say negative, it's because it's just some of these turnovers frustrate me. Draymond, and just the other turnovers frustrating. But Gee is easily my favorite development in what has become a lost season for the Warriors. Like, rooting for that dude, likable is an understatement. I love what Gee Santos has been doing out there. You know, he's normally just been a connector, but over the last handful of games, he has been a scorer. And maybe he's learned things from Jimmy, from the bench, attacking the basket. And he can shoot. Knock down the 3, attack the basket. Love what he's doing. And I want to thank the Grizzlies for their tank job. Appreciate it. Giving the Warriors a win. Glad we got this win, because they play the Spurs on Wednesday, and I don't think that's going to go well. Well, not if they play a small lineup like they did in this game, which there's plenty of examples of them, which I will get to. So we're going to get to at the lineups. Draymond had some atrocious turnovers in quarter 3. Combine that with his mediocre defense, he should really be considered for coming off the bench, let alone anchor the team's defense at center. But then Spencer, Melton, Moody, Santos, Draymond, this starting lineup is trash. Just bench Melton and start Horford. Him at age 39 is a much better player than Draymond at age 35. And he runs this shit. Spencer, Pods, Richard, GP2, and Horford. It's just terrible, man. They get killed. They got destroyed in the third quarter because Kerr sabotages them. Instead of calling a timeout to go bigger, he had Gee Santos at the scores table for like 3.5 minutes. And everyone back into the game because play never stopped. And Will Richard turns the ball for 2 straight possessions. Why is he on the 4-guard lineup? And Steve Kerr's on his way to ruining the value, confidence and value of Quentin Post. And Draymond's defense is cooked. Dude's getting schooled by slow-mo. Kyle Anderson out there, schooled. He was hurting them bad this game. I don't care. Oh, he's making threes. Yeah. they're wide open. I'd hope so. And Melton was awful. He's been awful the last couple of games. The 4-guard lineup just gets absolutely destroyed in the early going. What else is new? When Pollard actually had a good game now. When he doesn't have to pretend to be a point guard and just attacks, he can be good. That's what we've seen this game. Santos initiating, creating through penetration. The game becomes simple for Pods. Pods isn't that bad when Steve Kerr actually doesn't play him at point guard. When it has to be a point guard, it sucks. And Draymond's so inconsistent, man. He has good plays and moments, but it's not possession by possession anymore. The defense sucks, and starting lineup just needs to change, dude. Take Melton out for Horford. Have Spencer, Moody, Santos, Green, and Horford. Should be the starting lineup. To me, but whatever. They won, so let's just go over the stat sheet, and then I'll wrap it up here. As their last game before the All-Star break comes up against San Antonio. Oh, and yeah, did I mention this? The Grizzlies also benched Taylor Hendricks, who had 15 points and 10 rebounds off the bench. He was pretty impressive out there, but yeah, they also benched him. But the Warriors improved to 29-25, 18-9 at home. They scored 114 points, 32 in the first quarter, 25 in the second quarter, 28 in the third quarter, and 29 in the fourth quarter. Memphis drops to 20-32, 9-17 on the road, 113 points, 32 in the first quarter, 33 in the second quarter, 33 in the third quarter. How convenient in the fourth quarter, 15 points. Kyle Anderson, 8 points, 4 rebounds, 5 turnovers, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 3-4 from the field. Cedric Coward, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 12 minutes plus 7. Only 12 minutes. Tell me you're tanking without telling me. G.G. Jackson, 6 points, 4 rebounds. Jalen Wells, 10 points. Ty Jerome, 19 points, 7 assists, 2 steals, 8 of 14 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3, a plus 15. Taylor Hendricks, 15 points, 10 rebounds, 3 steals, 5 of 14 from the field, 2 of 8 from 3. KCP, 15 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 8 of 9 from the line. Scottie Pippen Jr., 11 points, 5 of 6 from the field, 4 assists, 4 steals. Cam Spencer, 2 points, 1 of 6. Jamal Mashak, 17 points, 8 of 10, 1 of 2 from 3. Know him very well from Tennessee. Javon Small, 8 points, 3 of 9 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. The Grizzlies shot 51% from the field, 10 of 32, 31% on threes, 19 of 24, 79% from the line. 37 boards, 26 assists, 16 turnovers, 17 steals, 3 blocks, 8 O boards, 29 D boards, and 18 fouls. For the Warriors, Draymond, 14 points, 5 of 7 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3, 4 rebounds, 7 turnovers. Guy Santos, 16 points, 8 rebounds, 17 from the field, 1 of 3 on 3s. He did have 4 turnovers, he was a plus 11 in this game. D'Anthony Melton, 10 points, 3 of 11. Moody, 15 points, 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 8 of 9 at the line. Pat Spencer, 17 points, 7 assists, 8 of 13 from the field. Al Horford, 16 points, 6 assists, 9 rebounds, 7 of 12 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, a plus 24. Quentin Post, 0 points, 2 assists. GP2, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals. Pod, 16 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, 7 of 15 from the field. And Will Richard, 3 points, 4 rebounds, 2 turnovers, 5 fouls, and 1 of 1 from 3. Warriors shot 53% from the field, 11 to 33, 33% from 3, 15 to 19 from the line. 40 boards, 31 assists, 23 turnovers, 12 steals, 2 blocks, 10 O boards, 30 D boards, and 17 fouls. Warriors actually shot good from the field when they weren't turning the ball over. But tonight, Guy Santos was having a bad turnover game. He's having a good overall two-way game. Early, the defense wasn't great, and then he had some killer turnovers in the second half, but he was great, though. The game-winning layup. Horford was heroic, amazing two-way play. Thank God he raced all the guards from Draymond. Guy Santos for the win. I think it's come abundantly clear Gay's a better player for the Warriors than current Draymond. Horford is also definitely better than Draymond. He shouldn't be a starter anymore. Draymond had 7 turnovers to like 2 assists. I think they had 21, 23 as a team. Draymond had freaking 7 of them. But shout out to Moody, Santos, Spencer, Horford, Pods, and even GP2 with 3 steals on the defensive end. So the Warriors' next game is at 10 p.m. at home against the Spurs. They're probably going to get their ass kicked. But who knows? They compete with the Lakers well, but who knows? The Warriors picked their intensity defensively up down the stretch, I'll say that. And the Grizzlies held a double-digit lead in 17 of their 32 losses. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say here, man. So, leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Peace.